So guys, welcome to Norfolk Punt Club once more, and we're here for the semi-final of the Women's Singles Championship 2026, and I'll be covering this game, which is Jan BT against Emma Montgomery. Jan, can you change the course, please? Thank you. Just quite a little course change there. I think you have to do it from your own page and then go on live and it's a great opening point from Emma. From Jan. Emma stuck around though. So we've got two games here in semi-finals. We've got on the next piece Anne Rowan against Kathleen Cooper. So it's Anne of East Lothian against Kathleen of Perth, and Dave is covering that one for you on Scottish Top People on Facebook. So we're going to be sticking here on YouTube with this game. Lovely point from Jan. Emma in a bit of predicament here, but I'm sure she will be shooting. Just a fraction. Can't really take the risk we shouldn't again. And end it's 1 to Jan. Just trying to rain again here. It's been really mixed weather today. But we've seen some fantastic pools all day. Ladies have played brilliantly on some really, challenging pieces. I'm sure a lot of you'll know. Moffat, there's a lot of slopes that maybe don't quite show up on the camera, and there's a lot of chuckies and hidden stones to contend with. So to get to this point, you've really got to have played well and really handled it well mentally as well, because you only get 3 goals obviously in singles. So if you get a bad bounce, you've only got 2 left to make the most out of. Jan seems to be wanting to play a bit longer, just to try and counteract Emma's shooting game. Unbelievable first goal there. If anything, it's too good because it's sat right on the cosh, and I'm probably going to move because I might be in danger. Dropping it a little bit short. It's visible now from the circle, but Jan's still on there and it's very close, so I think we'll see another shoot from Emma potentially. Wow, very, very thick there. I think she's probably just done enough there. Maybe unlucky not to knock Jan's out further, but crucially she is on and the rain is coming down. Shrill got that to contend with. Immediate cry of no from Jan there. She knew she'd pulled that one. That's very well played. Just roll that. Yes, Emma real headache because her goal was lying is directly behind that one, so yeah, she's just got a point. Not quite. So 1 to Emma there. So 1-1 after 2 ends. Kaylee getting the support of her umbrella here from Mike, and it's in line with the cosh, but Emma's not happy. It's a bit short. Jan's a very good pointer, so that won't put her off the fact that it's in front. She'll just try and navigate either side. Yep, good enough. Kicked off to the left. That's a holding shot. Stuck at the front again from Emma. Can't think of her licence to play a firm shot into her 2 bulls, and she's managed to knock one of them in. So, line at least 1 now. Jan has 2 bulls remaining. No, offline. Just snatched at it a little. Plays a point, chaps it, but don't know if it's enough. One to Emma. Another one. 2-1 Emma Montgomery after 3 ends. Yeah. It's important to point out that these semi-finals are actually untimed, so the previous round we were timed, but we're untimed now, so we will play to finish. First to 13. Hold it if you want your hand up, so. Cheers. Challenging cosh position. Emma went right towards it, but it's just ran through a little. Opens the door for Jan. Albeit, as I say, we are on time, so she could go over that lane. Nice rhythm from Jan, and she's on. But again, the front remains clear. Oh, fantastic point from Emma. It's up the hill and it's in that heavy part of the piece from earlier, so it's fairly tricky to shift that far. Chance played a blinder as well, though. It was a slow start to this end, but both players have found the length of the cosh now. Expect to see Emma taking on the shoot. And she's dropped it, but it's done enough. It's done enough. Apologises to Jan, whether she means it or not is another matter. Good sportsmanship shown from Emma. She is a reigning champ, of course. Jan is lying second and third here, so she could go for a shoot. And she probably should. She does. It's a good hit. I'm looking not to go too far, but she has got the one. Yeah, it's well played. So another one. Should be in for a marathon if this carries on like this. 4 ends in and it's 2 apiece. As I said earlier, the other semi-finals, Kathleen Cooper against Anne, and that's being covered on Facebook and Scottish Pétanque People. But here on YouTube, we've got this battle of the Inverleith players, so both Jan Beattie and Emma Montgomery members of the Inverleith Pétanque Club. Jan took a huge scalp in the last round and she defeated Shirley Legg of Fockleburs in a tight game, so confidence is high. She won't be happy with that though. Got swallowed up. Leaves it open for Emma. Obviously it's that big part of the piece that we saw earlier that Emma got stuck in a couple of times, so she'll be trying to get through that. Yeah, it's very well played. Ideal position. Great bill from Jan. Just snapped past that front one. Given the bill count, Emma's up 1 bill here. Expect to see her shoot for sure. Oof. That's a lovely balance release, but it's just a fraction to the right. So. Decisions now. She's thinking of going for it again. She's got options. She could play firmly towards her own one because it's such a thick part of the piece, or she can shoot, but I think she's selecting to shoot and hoping to carry. Yeah, dropped it a fraction short in the thickness of the piece, showing its teeth once more. That bill's barely moved. So Jan is on for 1 currently, and she has 1 bill to come. So just like she did before, she's just trying to bypass that front bill of Emma's to avoid causing herself any problems. And as we speak, I'm getting eaten alive by midges. So it's the habit of playing Petanque in Scotland, unfortunately. On to Jan there. Another one. So we're 5 ends in. And the score is 3 for Jan and 2 for Emma. So maybe get yourself a cup of tea, because it looks like we're in for a long haul here with this being untimed. Score looks pretty close next score as well. Dave covering that on Facebook, as I said earlier. Looks like another close clash in the other semi-final. So I'd expect nothing less, because all 4 of these ladies have been in fine form today. So none of them will give anything up easily. Jan again electing to go long, trying to counteract Emma's shooting. And she's playing up the hill, so although it's 9 metres anyway, it's probably playing about 10 and a half, because it's up the slow hill. She's played an absolute crack of a ball. That's exactly what you want. Forcing Emma straight in to shoot, and it's on that thick part of the piece, as we said earlier, where it's quite hard to dislodge. So Emma looking for more clean contact this time, hoping not to drop it quite short. Very unlucky. Just dropped that fraction short again. It's moved the cosh, but not very far. Lighting to point this time, try and use that bill to come in off. Just composing herself. She won't be happy with that. It's in line, but it's well short. It's much better. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah, if anything, actually, that second bill's actually worked in her favour now, because it's guarded the one that she's put in, so she's more than made up for it. Jan has 2 bills remaining, but this is going to be very tricky to get anything out of at that distance. Shrug of the shoulders from Jan. She knows she needs to shoot here. There's nothing else for it. Oof, catches Emma's front bill. Yeah. No, it's very precarious. She's unsure what to do here. So it's difficult to get an over the top shoot up the hill so far, and then still not move the course or anything. So yeah, very challenging shot. So thought we'd see a point there, and she surrenders 1, so another 1. So we're 6 ends in, and each player scored 1 in every end, so it's 3 apiece. Thanks. Yeah, so the thing on this piece, being the slope on it, and then it flattens out the bottom, you tend to find the cosh finds the same position a lot of the time. So yeah, again, it's just found that position at the bottom of the hill there. So it's fast running down, and then it evens itself out. And Emma's played a great shot. Next door, Anne's just nudged ahead. She's a couple of points ahead against Kathleen in the other semi-final. But we're 3 apiece here, and Jan's played another trademark point right on the cosh. That's what she's been doing all day. That's how she's got here. And Emma's having to work hard here, so it's another shoot coming up. Much better contact. Unfortunate though, because the cosh has went with the target bull, and Jan is still line 1, I believe. But that bodes much better for Emma. She didn't drop that one. Released the bull a bit later, and she got a reward by clearing it away from the cosh this time, so hopefully she can take advantage from her perspective. And the problem is she has her line blocked by her other 2 bulls, so it's whether she wants to play firmly into one of them or try and find the gap in between cosh weight. She's nudged the front one, might be enough. Even if it's not, there's a lot for Jan to have to think about. All the front covered by Emma's bulls, and it's all downhill to the cosh, so it's going to be challenging. There is room up the left, but I'm not sure if the beast will take that break into the cosh, but I'm sure we'll find out. She's played a cracking bull, looks on. So yeah, that space up the left looks like can be utilised after all. Jan not sure if it's on. Looks like she's just going to play her last bull and then we'll measure at the end. But there is potential to get through here. Wow, that's a great point. So absolutely certain of 1, and it could be as many as 3, but we need to have a little measure here. Just while we're waiting on that, we'll catch the end of this current end here with Kathleen and Anne. So Kathleen in the circle. It's gone, of course. I believe it's 1. Back to the action here, covering this piece. I think it was 2 was said there. 2 scored. So that breaks the monotony. So we've only had 1 so far. So in the 7th end, Jan scored 2. So Jan goes 5, 6 ahead. Sorry. 5. Jan goes 5, 3 ahead. It's another good bull. I'm very interested to see what Emma does here, because it has been difficult to dislodge the bulls with shoots. And although that is a good shot, it is fairly heavy and up the top of the slope, so yeah, I thought she might be tempted to point here. It's a fairly easy point going up the hill. Bang on line, but a bit short. There she she's electing to shoot. Yep. Missed the course move. She was rewarded. Really good in the air, so the amount she's been hitting, the pools haven't been moving. She deserves a little bit of fortune. She's got it there. So we're looking at a fairly lengthy course now. We're applying one at the back, but the front is wide open. So it's all about getting up to the course now. It's a long way. It's a bit cooler today. It's supposed to be warmer tomorrow for the men's. And that is short, so yeah, that's what we talked about. I need to give it some of that help. It's very, very thick in the middle there, at the middle of the slope. Much better. Yeah, she's played that really well. Yeah, Mel would have hoped for playing a point in for two, but now she's been forced to shoot. And she looks a bit concerned about her bill being behind Jan's. If she was to take Rowan out, there's potential to lose three, so these are decisions that you need to make in singles, and you're on your own, so there's no one to help you. Just taking a step out, a bit of indecision. Just about shy. That's one to Jan. So Jan's excellent start continues. That's 6-3. Still plenty of time. So this morning we were playing half an hour time games with one end at the end, so that time would be just about up now. But fortunately for Emma, this semi-final is untimed. So the semi-final and the final are untimed, so we're playing to a finish of 13, so still plenty of time to get back in this game. Currently it's 6-3 to Jan. It's a great opening point again. This is where Jan's most dangerous, is when she has the course, because she really puts a bad first ball in. Much better hit from Emma. It's stuck around. Alright. Just looked like Emma was about to maybe pick that bill up, but obviously she knows it's on time, so I was just making sure. No harm.
There is no piece. Check with John. Yeah, but there's no piece on the left.
I'm just checking here because this isn't actually a piece that was lined out. It's the end of the terrain that has a string, but that's a question for the umpires. It's a big call.
Be neutral again. Neutral.
I'm neutral. I'm just asking.
It's Kantan, which is Jan's mixed doubles partner, so just quick in there if that bull's still active or not. You heard a whistle there, but that's not for these games, as I said earlier, so we'll carry on to a finish. Oh, it's quite a bit short from Jan. She'll be very happy about that. So an opportunity to Emma to put some pressure on. She has two balls left, Jan just has one. movement on the piece next door. Emma's going very aggressive right here, so she's actually going for a shoot. Wow. I don't know if it's paid off. It's hard to tell if that built at the back is beating the one on the left, but it's a great shot nonetheless. She's pallied nicely into the cosh. And just pointing with her, Jan just pointing with her last bill. And it's out to the left, looks like it's gone through. So we'll soon find out whether Emma's bull is lying third or not, whether she chooses to shoot her point, but it looks like it must be because she's going for a shoot. Wow. So Emma's really stepped up a gear there. Kind of thought that might happen when she started to hit the shoots bull to bull. She gets in the mood, she can be difficult to contend with. So that was 3 shoots and 3 points. You can't argue with that, which ties the game up. So all to play for, 6-all. So this electing to shoot with the second bull really paid dividends there. Yeah, it's a really good first build. Still a bit of space either side, but it's a long way up the hill, and it's one that Emma can play into at a later date if she wants to. See, Jan's pitch mark there is just a fraction short of Emma's, and likewise the bull is just a fraction short, so you've got to really pitch it a long way up that hill to get it anywhere near the cosh. Bit more power on that one, but it's wide. Better weight, but she pulled across it. So momentum just maybe shifting the other way now. Great last point from Jan, but Emma won't need any encouragement here to shoot. She's just shot 3 times and scored 3 in the last end, so another opportunity here with Jan being out of bills. It's a bit longer this one though. Dropped it, but it might be enough. So she didn't look too happy with the end result, so she might be tempted just to point and use the front bull, as there's not really any way of scoring 3. And she's done that and just missed the front bull, but a very good point, cosh weight, and she'll take the 1 there. So yeah, and as we said, the momentum's just shifted the other way, so Emma's now going 7-6 up. Very good standard game this, as you would expect in semi-final, and as I said earlier, playing to a finish, so still plenty of time to go, and the rain's trying to come on again. It just makes it a little bit more tricky. The bull start to pull up a bit earlier than you would think. As I said earlier, the other game's being covered on Scottish Baton People next door on Facebook, It's a good opening point from Emma. She's played a long course. So clearly that is her tactic at the moment, is play a bit longer and almost try and utilise her ability to shoot at those long distances, which Jan maybe just lacks a little bit. But it's a good point, it's not quite there. She's unlucky. One ball remaining. Emma with 2 to come. It's a better point, but it's pulled up short. Opportunity for Emma to increase her lead. She's lying one on the ground with 2 to come, and I'd imagine she'll try and utilise her own ball and Jan's ball on the right hand side as a cushion and steer clear those ones on the left. It's a little short. Getting this piece to some really heavy sandy areas. I've just got to commit to a really firm shot, or landing really near a course. I don't think that's quite enough. 1 to Emma. She'll be a little disappointed not to take advantage and just seen an unbelievable carrow on the piece next door from Kathleen Cooper. Great sportsmanship from man with a high five as well. It was right over the course. Bill to bill, carrow, zip back, a little bit of retro. You can play a better shot. And she's fired her back into contention. I think the game is tied now. She's scored 3, Kathleen, so that is on Facebook, that one. Back here, Emma's 8-6 up. All the way up the top of the hill, like Jan is measuring that out. And this just be under 10. Yeah, she's gonna have to give it some welly to get past Emma's build. Played a beauty of a shot. Well adjusted from the previous ends. It's right on the cosh. Again, the only thing you could say is maybe it's too good, but it is very thick there, so it would be difficult for Emma to dislodge that. And it's a long way too. Big moment coming up here. She's a little bit distracted from what's going on next door. Just taking a bit of time to refocus. Very unlucky. Very good coming out the hand. It was right over the top of the course and the bull. So, 1 goal left for Emma, 2 for Jan. Jan right on the course. I think we'll see a defensive point here. Because if Emma was to shoot and the course was to leave the piece, Jan would score 2. So likely just see a point in front. Yeah, it's not quite in front, but it's well played. It's Kosh high. Should be relatively happy with that. And now an opportunity for Jan. Really could go either way this game. It's been a really good contest so far. Both games have by the looks of it. Still getting there. So one goal to come. Short again. So 1 to Jan. She'll be disappointed with that. But she needed to score a point for the momentum to get shifted back, and she's done that. So I believe the score is now 7-8. So 7 to Jan, 8 to Emma. This would be a really good time for Jan to get one of her trademark first points right on the course. Again, looks roughly 7.5, 8 meters. Yeah, we thought that might happen. She played a great ball. Just maybe a little bit round past. Remember, these games are untimed too, so there is space down the line if needed. But Emma's just thinking about which option to go with. It's a fantastic shot. Again, kind of helps shooting down the hill with the front bull that you can parley onto the near the cosh. And that's exactly what she's done. Remember, the big shift in this game was the end where Emma shot 3 times and scored 3, so she'll be thinking back to that. It's another great front goal from Jan. Asking the question of Emma. So can you shoot 3 times again? So here comes number 2. Fantastic shot. Couldn't have played that any better. So Emma holding 2, both players 1 goal remaining. I think we know how this played out before. Jan put it on the cosh and Emma shot for 3. So we'll see if it happens again. Yeah, another brilliant point. Jan not really put a foot wrong in this end. She's played 3 good points. But Emma has the opportunity here for a big score. Oh, she dropped it. Just went looking for it a little bit. Jan breathed a sigh of relief. She got away with it this time. She played 3 fantastic points. Emma, 2 lovely shoots, but couldn't quite find the third, and Jan scores 1. And I think that's us all tied up. I think it's 8 all. Robbie, it's 8 all. So all tied up at 8 all. It's ebbs and flows in this game. It's really tightly fought contest, and it looks like we're just going to go the whole way. Game next door still going on too, so well over 45 minutes gone now, which most singles games tend to be completed in. Both of these semi-finals are still going, so these players have slogged it out all day and are still going in these semi-finals to try and win a place in the final. Jan just composing herself, maybe a little bit of nerves. Yeah. Maybe just took a little bit too much time and overthought that. She's dropped it a bit short. It's not like her. I'm sure she'll erase it from her memory quickly. Not the best from Emma either, but she's done enough. She's just snuck past and clipped that front bull, and she's line shot. At this stage, it's kind of all we're looking to do is get the opponent in the circle. Yes, brilliant adjustment from Jan. She's right on the cosh. So a shoot coming up. Pulled across that one, held on to it a little bit. Deciding what to do, I think she'll just point onto that ball now. Try and use it. Oh. What do I know? She shot again. And I think she's maybe just done enough. Jan has the remaining build, so we'll see what happens. There is an open window now for Jan to point in for at least one. She's just running through. It's uncharacteristic.
No, I'm out.
So definitely that last shoot paid off in the end for Emma. And again it swings the other way, the pendulum. So Emma leads 9 points to 8. So she is 4 points from victory, but Jan is only 5, so all to play for. And she's a bit of adrenaline after that last shoot. She's thrown the cross far too far, so we'll see what Jan wants to do here. So Jan's placed at 7 meters. Which ordinarily is one of Emma's, we'd probably say, favourite distances. In this game though, she's trying to play it a bit longer, so interesting here. So Emma will be opening the action with a point, but if it does come to shoot, she'll fancy a shot, Emma, at 7 meters. fantastic opening point. It's exactly what she was looking for. Right in front of the gosh. Jan's going for it. Just offline. Okay. Critical point of the match here. Jani 9 down. She needs to try and make Emma work if she's going to score more than one. Nope. Yeah. It's a shame for Jan there. She don't think she's played 3 bad bills in a row all day, so it's fortunately not a good time for that to happen. But such is the pressure of the semi-final. Real opportunity for Emma now. Easily in for 2. And 3. Emma 1 from home now. She's on 12. Jan on 8. Still not done. But it was almost a knockout blow now. Emma's been really patient the whole game, bided her time. I think that's only the second time she's scored, maybe more than one. So, oof, wow, time to throw a course like that. But again, we're on time, so it's just. Yeah, we're on time, so there's nothing to worry about here going over this round. It's more just the distance she's trying to get, and we're at the very top of the hill in that thick part, so she needs to give it a bit of momentum to get up there. Yeah, it's well played. It's kicked off to the left, but she'll not be disappointed with that. It's cosh high. Still space for Jan to get in here though. She really needs to find a build to make Emma shoot. Just a bit offline and it's lacking a bit of speed to get up the hill, unfortunately for Jan. It's much better. Oh. Not quite sure how that got such a firm bounce. We've seen Bills coming up there, stop really quickly. That got a big kick on just at the wrong time for Jan. It looked very good. That's the one though. Now she is moved the course, she's actually line 2. So Emma just needs 1 to score here. So Jan's done her bit, she's made her play her last bills, but I think that particular part of the piece, it's pretty soft, so Emma can play quite aggressively towards it without much worry, but it seems like she's opting for a shoot. So I'm not sure if Jan's did enough to maybe be line 2, but Emma's elected to shoot. great shoot at that distance. And acknowledging that she thinks Jan's still on. Obviously, she wanted to shoot that because it was so close to the caution. She carried. She was one to carry Gagne, but she's got the hit. Now just checking to see if it was line or not. And if Emma is line, that'll be the end of the game. But no, that's the first thought. Jan's caution had brought her in for 2, so Jan's still line 1. But there's ample space here now for him to point in. Oh no, it's a bad time for another bounce like that. So we carry on. A bit of drama here at the end of that end. Emma probably seen her name in lights in the final, but we go on to another end. So it's 9-12, and if Jan can get a first point in here, the momentum could swing all the way back again. Great credit to Jan there. She's really hung in at the end of that last end there. Had to make something happen with that last bull, and she did that. And she's been rewarded with a chance at 9-12 to get herself back into this game. And we're back down again at that dip at the bottom of the hill. Must be plenty of pitch marks in the middle of this piece from Bull's Landing and run down to that. Yeah, she's had a great first point. So that's exactly what we were speaking about. She got the one she needed to hang in the game, and now she's put the pressure on Emma, so it's 10-12 on the ground. Great shoot from Emma, but I think Jan's one is the one that's hung about. It's the other semi-final finished. I believe it's Anne from East Lothian and I believe that has won that game against Kathleen. Kathleen's in fine form, so Anne Ribbon in the final, and she'll await the winner of this game. She's currently at this game on the ground to Emma. So Jan with 2 goals here. It'll be interesting to see what she does. She could go either way. I think the way the piece plays, she might be tempted just to point in and sit on that bill. We'll see.
Not the last day.
That's us over the hour mark in this game. Will this be the last end? It's a really nice weight from Jan there, but it's just peeled off to the left. So again, like the last end, she's got this last bill and needs to do something with it to make Emma play hers. Otherwise, it'll be the end of the game. Just a bit of noise and movement going on around about. Jan just composing herself. Here it comes. Ooh, it's short, and that concludes the game. It's a valiant effort from Jan. It was a really close game for a long time. I think just the 2 ends where Emma scored 3 was the difference. So Emma victorious 13-9. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the final. So the final will be coming up in, I'd say, about maybe 10-15 minutes, and it will be Emma Montgomery of Inverleith against Anne Rowan of East Lothian.